Hello there, and I'm Vinod Ravindranathan, and welcome to the Mindfulness Zone. Today I'm going to take you through a short body scan mindfulness meditation, and it's a meditation that relates very much to the releasing of stress, worries, and tension that we keep within our bodies, which interfere with the workings of the immune system. I really hope you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, please do visit www.mindfulness.zone. That's www.mindfulness.zone for more meditations, reflections, and so many more tools that will help you in your meditation practice. There are also links on the website which will lead you to some live meditation sessions that I hold almost daily here in London. Please do enjoy today's practice. And for this practice, you can either be sitting upright or lying down. And it relates very much to the current situation with the virus, where we've begun to notice how our immune systems play a very important role in whether or not we show the symptoms of this virus. Our immune system plays a very important role in how much we are affected by the symptoms of this virus. And there is a deep connection between practices such as the one we have just been doing, the practices that we've been doing, and our immune systems. In that every worry, every bit of anxiety we experience, whether related to our physical well-being in relation to this virus or in relation to our job security, our financial security, every worry and concern translates itself into some form of tightness, tension and reaction within our bodies. And in practices such as this, where we learn to step outside of our thought process, we also begin to relax our bodies. We begin to release these pockets of tightness. We begin to release these pockets of tension and worry that we hold within our body. And as we surrender, as we release this, our immune system once again resumes control of our body. We allow our immune systems to surface within and around our bodies. And so I will do a short practice now. This is going to be a short practice simply about allowing our immune systems to once again surface. We call this the body scan, where we will go through different parts of the body, scanning, searching, experiencing that particular part of the body. And where we find tension, where we find tightness, we will seek to release this tightness. We will seek to relax it. We will seek to surrender control of this particular part back to our immune systems so that it may once again surface, so that it may protect us, and so that if we do make contact with this particular virus, our symptoms will be minimized. And so I often like to begin with that space around the forehead, where I know I often keep much of my tension in the form of headaches. I frown, my skin around my forehead folds. And so let's explore this area around the forehead. What the skin feels like as it rests upon the bone underneath. Noticing how the skin connects to the eyebrows, how it connects further up into the scalp. And so that we don't have to do anything, all we are going to do is release intentions. We're going to release intentions to relax these particular areas that we touch. And we're going to we're going to allow the body to do the work. So it doesn't matter if you still feel something there. We'll create intentions and we'll practice allowing the body to execute these instructions, these intentions. And so we release an intention that the skin around the scalp relaxes itself. The skin around the scalp loosens, relax, and enters into a greater state of allowing. Almost like a warm shower reaching throughout the scalp, sinking in through the skin, into the bone underneath, into the brain within that space, encompassing, reaching through the neurons, through the vessels, again relaxing, releasing, and all those words that you associate with ease and allowing. This brain that controls almost every function around our body. Allowing it to simply rest as we invite our awareness towards the sockets of the eyes at the front of our heads, becoming aware of the eyes within these sockets, the tiny muscles at the back of the eyes, which are the ligaments. Again, releasing an intention that all these muscles, the eyelid, the eyes, relax, release, rest. Whatever pressure that is out of balance within the eyes, simply relinquishing the control we once believed we needed to exert over the eyes, and simply allow the immune system to once again bring it back into balance as we invite this light of awareness towards the ears, both right and left, penetrating deeper into the passage of the ear where the tiny bones exist, which translate the vibrating air molecules into little electrical signals that move into the brain and translate themselves into different sounds that we hear. We release, we experience, we allow. And then we gently become aware of the skin that covers our face, our lips, the flesh underneath it, and the bone underneath it, which includes our jaws, the teeth. Are they clenched? What do the jaws feel like at this moment? Releasing an intention to relax, release, allow. Feeling that space appearing between the upper jaw and the lower jaw as the lower jaw drops down in a more relaxed experience. The moisture, the saliva production within the mouth, the dryness or the wetness of the lips, and this awareness now spreading down through the neck, into the shoulder, and once again as we become aware of our shoulders, let us see if we can relax the muscles of our shoulders. Once again, we don't have to do anything. We're going to simply release an intention that says ease, relax, release. And we might even find our shoulders dropping under the weight of our arms as we relax them. As we become aware of our arms, both right and left, relaxing the biceps, the triceps, our awareness moving through the elbows, the joint, both right and left, with the ligaments within, into the forearms, both inner and outer, through the wrists, down into the fingers, allowing every cell in this region, through its own intelligence, to bring about the healing properties of the immune system, repairing, rejuvenating all the cells as we relinquish what little control we once exerted over them. This awareness now seeping through the main part of our body, down into our chest, the lungs within, gravitating downwards, bathing all the vital organs within this area and gravitating downwards towards the stomach where the digestive system is, optimizing, releasing, relaxing, optimizing the digestive process so that it extracts all the nutrition we need from the food we consume. Perhaps even noticing the rising and the falling of the stomach wall as you once again begin to notice yourself breathing, how the stomach wall rises as you breathe in and how it falls as you breathe out. Our awareness inching its way downward through the pelvic region. And as it reaches the pelvic region, noticing the base of the spine, which is in contact with the pelvic bone. And we're going to pay a little bit of attention to the spinal column, which carries so much of the vital fluids within our body that seems to coordinate so much of our movement and bodily functions. And so let us explore the spinal column from the base of the spine, which is in contact with the pelvic bone, and then inching our awareness upward vertebra by vertebra as we begin to notice the arch of the spine, its position, the way in which it supports our whole upper body, the way in which it even balances the whole upper body so perfectly. Releasing an intention once again that we relinquish all control we once believed we needed to exert over this area, allowing the vital fluids within the spinal column, even the tiny electrical charges that travel through the spinal column, to simply flow in its most optimum level. And even if it can't, allowing it to return that little bit closer to that state of allowing that we speak of. The immune system, very closely linked to these electrical signals and these fluids, the marrow. Feeling all the muscles around the spinal column relax themselves and simply noticing the way in which the spinal column supports our whole body, relaxing, releasing. And now this awareness gravitating downwards, back again through the chest, through the stomach, through the pelvic region, into the legs, the thighs, the muscles at the back, which are the hamstrings, the joint, which is the knee, the tiny muscles that cover the joint and are within the joint, the ligaments, down into the calves, the shin, the bone that makes up the ankle, and then all those multitude of bones that make up our feet, becoming aware of the surface underneath, the soles of our feet, and all the way down to the tips of our toes, the toenails, the relation of each toe relative to the toe next to it. And now becoming aware of our bodies as a whole. Sitting here, breathing, and for a few brief moments, releasing the need to do anything at all. Releasing the need to meditate, whatever that means to you. Even releasing the need to be mindful and doing just two things that most of us are quite familiar with. Things that require very little doing. Sitting. We know how to sit. Or you might be lying down. And breathing. And so we end our practice today by simply sitting and breathing and allowing our immune systems to very gently resurface. shortly you will hear the sound of the final bell, which will bring today's practice to what I hope is a very beautiful and mindful close.